Hello, and thank you for tuning in to Southeast Media Sunrise, dedicated to giving a voice to authors of all genres. I'm your host, Jody Hawkinson. Returning to us remotely by phone today is Jeane O'Toole, author of Scholarship Strategies, Finding and Winning the Money You Need. As a recipient of an academic college scholarship as well as several outside scholarships, she was able to attend Wagner College and graduated with a BS in Arts Administration in 1987. Although her scholarships were generous, it still required her and her family to pay for the remainder of her education with student loans. Knowing that debt would need to be paid off after receiving her degree, she was focused on positioning herself for immediate employment upon graduation. Her money mission focus motivated her to complete 6 internships while in college and also work part-time jobs. Welcome back, Jeane, and thank you for joining us today.
Jody, it's wonderful to be back on Southeast Media.
Thank you. Good to have you. So the last time you were here, there was so much great information and nowhere near enough time to cover it all. We talked about scholarships, misconceptions, focusing on scholarships issued by companies and their needs, scholarships for older students, the importance of scholarships that are small as well as large, and different strategies of working smarter, not harder.
Yeah, I was so excited about, coming back on your show, and a couple of scholarships really have been on my radar lately, and definitely I want to put them on the radar of your listeners. One is a scholarship that is actually open right now to students all over the world. And it's called the Breakthrough Junior Challenge. And I got to tell you, Jody, this one is really, really exciting. First of all, this scholarship, Breakthrough Junior Challenge, the award amount on this is $250,000.
Holy
So
cow.
this is a no joke scholarship. This is a really, really amazing opportunity. What's exciting about it is that it's open to students ages 13 to 18. And as you know from our last conversation, we did, like you said, we spoke about the fact that there are private scholarships available for students literally of any age. And this is a key example. Open to students ages 13 to 18 worldwide. And not only is it $250,000, but it's a scholarship where it does not require, some extensive essay, but rather this challenge requests that the applicant actually make a short video, specifically a 3-minute video, explaining a big idea. And they have suggested, maybe explaining an idea that has to do with physics or life sciences, math, or even the science of the 2020 COVID-19 pandemic. And this is really what gets me so excited about the types of scholarship opportunities that are out there, because really organizations are trying to inspire people of all ages to step out of their own box and really strive, and they want to reward those people for that.
That's fantastic. So how many recipients will there be for this particular scholarship?
Well, $250,000, and I for this particular scholarship, they have one large, first prize award of the $250,000, but there are several other awards. And it's really, really fantastic that organizations are not just putting aside $500 or $1,000 or a couple grand, but they're companies and foundations and organizations are putting up substantial amounts of money to inspire people.
That's fantastic. So you had one more scholarship you wanted to talk about first thing.
Sure. And for your listeners out there too, because I hope that people will want to get more information about that, the Breakthrough Junior Challenge. The website for that scholarship is breakthroughjuniorchallenge.org. That's breakthroughjuniorchallenge.org, and folks can get all the details there. And then, yeah, there's a second scholarship I absolutely wanted to feature today. Really, really exciting scholarship. It is the Davidson Fellows Scholarship. And Jody, let me tell you why I'm so excited about this scholarship. This happens to be recognized by U.S. News and World Report as one of the most prestigious scholarships that any person can win. It's actually there, of course, U.S. News and World Report will do research on many things, and they did some deep dive research on scholarships that not only have an incredible award to be received, but really come with some prestige. And this has been voted one of the 7 most prestigious scholarships. Again, the Davidson Fellows Scholarship. Now, here's what's super cool about this scholarship. It is open to students 18 and under with no minimum age. So I want to make sure everybody heard that right. Open to students 18 and under with no minimum age. And the awards, okay, there are several awards. The top award goes up to $50,000. Really super exciting. They're looking for young people who have completed some significant piece of work in either science, technology, engineering, mathematics, literature, music, philosophy, and they have actually designed a special category that they have literally named outside the box. So a young person who, has not just, come up with a great idea, but maybe they've taken action on it. They've put together a project, really should consider applying for the Davidson Fellow Scholarship.
That's fantastic. And do you happen to have a website for that one?
Yes, absolutely. And you can go to, any of these websites will also list and give information on who won last year. So you can start to see what types of students these scholarship committees are looking for. For the Davidson Fellows Scholarship, people can visit davidsongifted.org/fellows-scholarship. So once again, that's davidsongifted.org/fellows-scholarship for all of the information on that. And again, up to $50,000. No minimum age, up to age 18. For the Davidson Fellows, though, that one is only for U.S. citizens.
Could you share with us the strategy of students helping to create scholarships that they can apply for?
Oh my gosh, yes. I am so glad you asked me about this, Jody, because I'm a super fan of scholarship creation. I have witnessed, and I know that you're a parent, and I'm sure that over the course of your children growing up, that you've noticed how often students of any age are constantly doing their fundraisers, right, for different clubs, organizations, or their school. Well, what I pose to any family that is out there listening to your show right now, to inspire them, that what if that your son or your daughter were to actually organize a fundraiser for the club that they're part of, right? What if instead of doing a car wash, let's say for the school, and raising money for the school or for the club, what if the group actually did that car wash, did that fundraiser to put together dollars for maybe students who were going to be graduating from that particular club or organization? Literally creating scholarships that had not been there previously, leaving legacy, and in doing so building leadership skills, communication skills, teamwork skills, all these amazing skills that are going to carry over with that young person, whether they're heading off to college, down the road looking for jobs, internships, and really setting themselves up for an incredible future.
That is such an innovative and creative idea. Can you tell us about the strategy of using past homework assignments as material for scholarships?
Yes, 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 yes. This is a super strategy, everybody. I love this. This will save you time. This will save you energy, and it is one of the most effective strategies that you can use. And it's using what I refer to in my book as ready to go material. So ready to go material are all those past homework assignments, and papers, projects, essays, poems, things that you've already spent time and energy on, even if it was 2 or 3 years, previous. You put the time, you put the energy in, and it's already completed. And people have it in their head, Jody, that every scholarship that they're applying to must relate to what they want to do with their life. And that's just not the case. Sure, there are scholarships related to career interest, but that's just one of many, many, many categories. And, I'll give you an example. I was actually talking about this particular scholarship with a family that I was working with just the other day. It's a scholarship from the Jane Austen Society of North America. Okay, so Jane Austen Society of North America has an essay contest scholarship that's open to high school students, 9th grade through 12th grade, as well as undergraduate college students and graduate college students, not just in the U.S. but literally worldwide. And they're giving away up to $1,000. They have several different awards that they're gonna honor. And what's exciting is that here is again an organization, right? A private organization, the Jane Austen Society, that where you could take the essay that you wrote in your high school English class, because at least in the United
Because
States,
you got an A on it.
because you got an A on it. You actually read the book for the English class. You wrote the paper, you wrote the essay. Let's dig that out, and maybe you can get $1,000 from that. Yeah, yeah. Ready to go material is literally money, waiting on, in your computer, in all those thumb drives that we have, in drawers in our home offices and at our homes, right? And in students' rooms. Dig out anything that you can get your hands on, and let's find a scholarship that could relate to that. A great example of this too, Jody, happens to be poetry scholarships. There's a lot of them. I mean, a lot of poetry scholarships out there. And every student has to write at least one poem during the course of their high school years. So let's find those poems and let's use them to apply for the tons of different poetry scholarships out there. And who knows, maybe that money can be used to pay for the engineering degree or the business degree or the pre-med degree.
Absolutely. So, what's the thought about joining groups and organizations?
Yeah. So this is, a strategy always with scholarships is, looking ahead to find out what types of opportunities may be there. So that way you can be qualified. The one thing that we never want to have happen is, we have a bright student who really has an incredible future in front of them, and yet the scholarships that they're coming across, they just don't qualify for. So how do we actually get ourselves qualified? It's by taking a little bit of time to just look maybe about 1 year down the road. So looking at, for example, what are the local organizations or clubs in your school or in your community, in your town or in your state that have scholarships. And maybe there is a scholarship. For example, maybe there's a scholarship connected to 4-H or even the Elks Club for family members, or doing some research on what are the organizations that are giving away the money. Then, okay, great, I know this information. I am going to make sure I join that club. I'm going to make sure I join that organization. And if we just mentioned this a couple minutes ago. If there's a club that I'm already really invested in and I'm super passionate about, then let's put aside some time and energy, and let's organize to create a scholarship for the club I'm already in.
So it looks like we're getting short on time, but I would like to ask you really quickly, how can students strategize during this time where we have to stay down?
Yeah, it's a great question. So this really can be, I look at this as incredible extra bonus time for students and families who are wanting to get ahead of their scholarship game. And one thing for sure is again to start doing a little bit of research and finding out. You always want to find out, especially about the scholarships that are in your particular town. So where you live, any local opportunities. It's a great time for us to just send a few emails to the organizations that are giving away the money and find out who won last year, why did they win, and who decides, right? Who won last year, why did they win, and who decides? Why? Because that becomes really tremendous, valuable information for you, right? As someone who wants to be a top candidate. With that information, I can get myself qualified. I can meet the criteria that they are looking for. And also, by simply reaching out, you're establishing yourself as a young person who is extremely motivated, determined, and driven, and already putting yourself to the top of the pile by making that really fantastic first impression.
Oh, that's fantastic advice. So anyone interested in this book can log on to semediapodcast.com or visit Amazon. It's available in Kindle and in paperback. And you can also visit connections101.com for more information. And again, this was Jeane O'Toole, author of Scholarship Strategies, Finding and Winning the Money You Need. Thanks again for joining us today, Jeane.
Thanks so much, Jody. It's been a pleasure.
For me as well. And listeners, if you are interested in getting your book published, please visit us at semediapro.com and click on the book publishing link. This is Jody Hawkinson, host of Southeast Media Sunrise, Southeast Media Productions. Like us on Facebook at Southeast Media Productions or visit our website at semediapro.com.